Hey everyone, welcome to a random stitcher. My name is Lone and I'm from Denmark. So we're doing a stitch and chat today. Again, it's our Sunday stitch and it is Big Stand Sunday. Yeah, so yeah, if you have a big stand one you would like to do a little stitching on, you can take it out and stitch along with me. I'm stitching on this as I do every Sunday. Mushroom Village. I think this piece is from Fansells and it is pretty big, 65 by 80 centimeters, and it's 11 count. So yeah, I have prepared a couple of colors up here. There's no DMC colors in this one, so I can only tell you that it is red or more red or whatever. So I'm having coffee. So let's go. I hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm sitting a little bit awkward, I must say. This is a big piece, so to kind of have room for it was not completely easy. But let's see if I can do something about this. Yeah. Let's see. There's a big lump of fabric underneath here. I don't know. Can I do something about that? Just a second. Sorry. Thought I was ready, but I was not. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's been a gloomy day in Denmark. It's been raining. I went to bed yesterday feeling not very good. I felt there was something on the way, kind of with me mentally. So my tinnitus was extreme, and that's often like that. Ever since I got tinnitus a couple of months ago, I have noticed that if I'm stressed or my bipolar is kind of give me a little bit of depression, my bipolar just go insane. So yeah, I think I need to go a little bit down. Maybe I'm a little bit too high up. Oy. Okay, I went down now. So I woke up this morning feeling like absolutely. I was so tired, and I almost got a little bit scared because that tiredness is. Luckily, it's rare now that I have that kind of brain tiredness that I don't know, almost paralyzes my whole body. But I'm not paralyzed. It's just every cell in my body is just tired. It's like I can't move a muscle. I'm so tired, and it's like my head is heavy. I have brain fog. Feeling nauseous, a little bit anxiety. So I started out with I feel everything is vibrating here. Why is it vibrating? I think it's my stand that's a little bit loose, maybe. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Can't do anything about that right now. So I started out with taking a little bit of my medicine. And yeah. I actually went back to bed. I slept a couple of hours. Then I got up, fed Albert, and we went for a walk. Not a long one this time, just a short one. We didn't bring the stroller or anything. It's just a normal, one of our normal short morning walks. He got his thing done, and yeah, went back home. Tired again. Tried to eat something. Relaxed on the couch. Got a little stitching done. Slept again. And I woke up. My husband and I decided to go grocery shopping. There's quite a lot of stuff we needed to buy because, yeah, he's been sick, as you know, and there's just been a lot, so we have kind of managed with the things we had in the refrigerator and the cupboards, and it, so it was pretty empty now. We needed to stock up, so we did that. We decided that we both would like to have apple crumble today. So that was done, and we watched Tour de France, and then I fell asleep again on the couch and slept a couple of hours again. And finally now I feel better. It's just something that I have experienced, that instead of me trying to fight it, the tiredness, and let's go for a walk, let's do a run, I need to feel better. I just need to kind of pull the plug and rest. That's absolutely the best, the quickest way to heal the brain tiredness that I get sometimes. So I feel much better now. Much better. I don't know. I think I might be tired for the next couple of days, a little bit more than usual, but that's it. I think it's, luckily, hopefully, I think it's, the worst part is over when it comes to the brain tiredness. So, talked about that it might has something to do with everything that has happened with my husband, and it might have affected me, where while it was going on, I kind of held myself together because I had to be strong for him and deal with everything at home. And when now he is home, and though the medicine doesn't seem to be working like it should, he is better. He hasn't had fever for a whole week now. Tomorrow it's a whole week where he hasn't had fever. Oh, not whole week, 6 days. Yeah. So it was like in my head, just okay. Now you can be sick. Now you have time to be brain tired. I don't know. Sometimes you can push your body to cope with things, do things that are necessary, and when it's done, it just collapses, kind of, and you're just tired, and the body reacts to the pressure. So I think that's what happened with me. But luckily, I've had this for brain tiredness. It's not that long, a couple of years only, but my mental thing, my bipolar, I've had that for over 20 years. So I'm pretty used to it, and I know a lot about how I react and what is the optimal way to treat my episodes. Now we have just, as I said, I have been sleeping again. And what have I stitched on? Yesterday I stitched, in the Stitch With Me, I stitched 200 stitches on the World Travel bookshelf. I have been updating my stitch pal, and I have stitched on the Bambi, so I'm kind of up to date with that. Did a post on Facebook, my average with Bambi this month. Bambi is part of this is my project for the event that is in my Facebook group, Christmas 24, where it's 24 stitches every day. But my average is 34, so I'm very, very pleased with that. Despite of everything, I still kind of reach the goals of at least 24 stitches. So that's good. Today I put up a new challenge for everybody to enter if they want. For August, 1,000 memories of a holiday. And basically it is a goal of a kind of challenge to reach, to do 1,000 stitches in August. The whole month, 1,000 stitches. So I think that is around 30, 35 stitches maybe per day to reach the 1,000 in a month. So I have chosen a project that I just purchased yesterday of a Eurasian hoopoe, which is a bird that I really, really love. Don't have it in Denmark anymore, but I saw it for the first time in Italy in 2018, and I have been hoping to see it. So when I saw it, all of a sudden just standing on the gravel road we were walking on, I was so shocked that I accidentally, I wanted to, give my husband a little gently push, and say, "Look, it's the hoopoe." Instead of that, I actually punched him quite hard in the stomach with my walking stick. So, yeah, I was pretty excited, say like that. Since then, I have seen it. We heard it all the way in Italy down to Rome, because it has a very distinct calling. It says "boop boop boop boop" a lot. It repeats it, and it's non-mistakable. When you hear that, there's no bird you can, I think, mistake it for. So yeah, it's a very distinct way it's calling. Then we went to Egypt the year after, I think, and they also have them there. They are maybe a little bit smaller, but they look the same, maybe a little bit smaller, not sure. They were everywhere down there, really. At the hotel, in the park, yeah. So I was in seventh heaven. So I decided when I started Crossstitch, someday I would do a hoopoe. So, and I found a pattern on Etsy, a small one, a manageable one. So at the moment I think I have enough big ones. So it was a small one. Look forward to that. Unfortunately, it's not pattern keeper compatible, but yeah. Since it's a small one, I think it's okay. So I can't really close this. Yeah, let's do it like this. See if we can get it. Some red ones here. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Pretty full. I think I ate a little bit too much of that amber crumble, but yeah, if you want to participate in the August event, you can just go and join the Facebook group. There's an event there, and later this month, later in July, I will do a post where you can post a picture of your project, and if it's a whip, then you can also post a picture of your starting point. 1,000 memories of a holiday. So it can be everything kind of that has something to do with holiday. That did not went very good. That did not go very good. So for me, Hupo, Crossstitch, yeah, it reminds me of that holiday. But it could also has been if I brought a Crossstitch on holiday and I wanted to continue that. That could also be something you could do in this challenge. It can also be referring kind of to a holiday that you dream about going to. So if you dream about going to Denmark, a Crossstitch with a mermaid, little mermaid, or yeah, anything that reminds you of that destination, yeah, could also be that. So it's really up to you how you choose to go about it. These little challenges, they are all just kind of to have a little fun and to do a little more stitching on a specific project. Maybe some that we have neglected, or maybe some that we just really wanted to get some more stitching in on. I think I need to cut this if I can. Let me have a little bit of my coffee. Yeah. So today I stitch in this area on my couch. So yeah, halfway with a mushroom, I think. Big mushroom. I stitch in hand. I try to make it a little bit softer because it's a very stiff material, this, but it is starting to soften up a little bit, but it's just too big to handle in a stitch with me, so that's why I put it in a frame. I'm really loving it. So as usual, let me know in the comment what you are stitching on, if you are stitching along. Is it a big one, big stand one? Then be sure to let me know which one. Always interested in that. And I just love the big stand one. Practically never do them. I think this is absolutely the biggest one I have attempted to start. But I love them. They're so pretty. Big ones. A smaller one, of course, also cute. I love my cat mom that I have chosen for my TV project. I've done the top left of the wallpaper. So now I decided to work a little bit on the top of the cat mom's head, the ear. And then I'll work my way over and do the right side of the wallpaper behind her. And go down. So it's such a lovely stitch. The fabric is amazing. The print is very, very good. So yeah, it's a perfect replacement for my tiger, which I daily say to myself, get those back stitching done. Just something in me that says, no, don't want to do it. It's hard. Someday I will, I know. It's just a matter of time. Then I just take it out and just, now is now. Now is the time. Hey, where's the hole? also have a lot of this. No, that's another color up here. Did take that out? Not sure. No, I think my plan is to go down and do this. And then we can do that another time. So tomorrow is, it's Monday tomorrow. My husband has a doctor's appointment. So we are just crossing our fingers that the infection number has gone down. Cross our fingers. He's feeling there's something up. Something kind of not good. But let's see what the doctor says. What's going on here? But other than that, don't think I have that many plans. Me, I'm kind of back to normal. Doing the stitch and chats Saturday and Sunday, and then again Tuesday, and I think Thursday. I think I changed my mind about doing the floss tube every Thursday. I think I want to have the stitching and then a floss tube every 14th day. I think that's the best for me. So I'm all this at this moment. I think I just park it here and go to this one. Just darker red. This. But next week we are going to my eldest daughter and her family's vacation house, holiday house. So I think we're going, if my husband is feeling good, going to visit them, I think, up there. And then my birthday is almost coming up. And don't have any plans on my birthday, but a couple of days before, my daughter will come to visit. We are going out in the nature. And I don't know, talked about doing kind of a bonfire and just having a nice time talking, and kids can play, and maybe we can barbecue some sausages or something. Kind of talking about the same thing with my youngest daughter. They couldn't make it the same day, so they're coming another day. So we're kind of talking about doing the same because the kids really love it. Bonfire, just. It all depends on the weather, of course. It's not very stable in Denmark. It's warm, it is, but 1 minute it's okay, next minute it's raining. Unpredictable. So, we'll see. But it's hard at the moment because I think my husband's health is kind of just as unstable as the weather. So 1 minute he's doing good, next day feeling bad. It's hard to. We kind of don't plan anything at the moment. Just take it day by day because it's really hard to predict if he's okay to do stuff. So it's weird. It's weird having. You can't plan on doing anything. But that's the way it has to be at the moment. So, can I park this anywhere? Don't think so. Okay. Cutting it off. So let's do some purple symbols, which is brown color. So you take this. Three different shades of brown here. But I need to thread the needle. Always a challenge. Normally when it's summer we plan, and I've also talked about plans in my videos. We were going to this holiday, and we can't plan anything. So we did talk a lot. Before summer we talked a lot about doing going on camping with a tent. We have a big tent. We love our tent. But I know we're not going. So I have lent it out now. Because I realize, even though maybe my husband could feel well enough to go, he is not able to lie down on, some bad air mattress or something. So my daughter asked me if she could borrow it. I said yes. So that's fine. Just sometimes things change in your life and it can be hard to accept it, but I have no choice. I have to accept it and get the best out of it. I enjoy. I have a new stroller for Albert so that he and I can go on longer walks. Enjoy that very much. I think that's the best buy of the summer. That's stroller. His new vehicle. I have something itching me. Something itching in my neck. So my husband has 1 week left before he was supposed to go back to work. So pretty interesting. If he is ready in a week to go back, I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. I have to admit, I could really use normal routine again. Sorry. Time to myself with normal routine. At the moment, I have no idea what day it is for the most part. No idea. Is it Saturday? Is it Wednesday? I don't know. And our dinner time and go to bed time, they have all changed. Before we always had the dinner around maybe 6 o'clock in the evening. Now sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 9. Bedtime routine changed. My husband usually, before, he went to bed around 11 or something at night. Now often I go to bed before him. He sits up and watches some action movie or something where I just need to sleep. I started a new book. It's actually not quite new. I have read it before. I don't know why. It hit me so much when I read it again. It's called The Salt Path. It's about a couple. I think they're from UK somewhere, and bad things really happen to them. First of all, the husband's a friend through many years, kind of tricks them out, tricks, but he has he's kind of a finance guy, and he had some companies, and he persuaded the husband to invest in them, and it went down simply. So they lost everything, and there was something with money that the friend demanded that they should pay, which meant they were in court several times, and in the end they had to pay, which meant they lost their home they had built up through many years. They had their kids there, and kind of a farm. They lost that. They lost all their money. It hadn't had any money left. And on top of all that, the husband is diagnosed with this disease that I cannot say because I can't remember what it's called. But it's something that's more and more kind of paralyzes your body and your system. And it is eventually fatal, maybe in 8-10 years. I don't know. Somehow they just decided that they wouldn't want to live in an apartment somewhere with no money. So instead they decide to go hiking. So for the very last money they have, they buy a tent on eBay and some equipment, and the day they leave the house, I think they spend a week at a friend's house or something, and then they're off to the salt path in, is it Scotland, is it Ireland? I don't know, some place in the UK area. And of course, challenging. They are filled with sorrow. They have lost everything. The husband has just been diagnosed after month and month of going to different tests and everything. So he's weakened by the disease, and they question whether they can walk, but they just decide, however little he can walk, we just do that, and then we put our tent up when he can't walk anymore, and they stay there until next day. So this time I haven't read that far. That's what I remember from the last time I read it, because I started to read it. It just hit me so much with that her way of telling about the sickness and their loss. I just cried. And the way she talks about her husband, how fit he was, how he could do everything, and he was fun, and now she has a husband that is sick, weakened. They can't do what they usually do together, and I think the reason it hit me is because my husband's health has been gone. Yeah, and it was, over the last I want to say a year. So, absolutely my biggest fear. Something like that. Fatal disease, fatal sickness. But as far as I can remember from reading it the first time, he is doing it. They are walking, and it's a success story, kind of. But still, he has the disease, so I need these. I did not get those done. I wanted to find that kind of. I just hate me, and it still does whenever I think about it, because I'm scared of my husband. What is really up? I'm scared that it's going downhill. Kind of. He hasn't got it much energy, and he lost his. He hasn't got a huge amount of belief that he can hike, that he can run, that he can do all the things that we used to do together. So I'm doing many things alone now. And I think that's just that reading the start of the book, it just came, popped up in me. And my husband has not got a fatal diagnosis, not at all. But I cannot let this damn needle. So need to use this. That helped. Good. So let's do 2, 4, 5 stitches. But it's a very, very good book. It's extraordinary. They're capable of doing that, and they don't have much money. So to hike 1,000 kilometers, or was it miles? I'm not sure. It's a long way. With I think she wrote 48 pound. They got that every week, and they had to. That's what they had to live off. 48 pound for everything, for food, everything for a whole week. That's not a lot. I think it's a tourist area, so of course it's not cheap. Amazing. Amazing what the human body and mind are capable of when facing tough times. I just have to get the courage to pick it up again and read read again, because I just, oh man, just it hit me so much. First part is very hard. I just cried. I felt so bad for them. They lost everything, the farm they've had for so many years, and yeah, all the memories. They raised the kids there, and yeah. Okay, let's end the thread somewhere. Okay, I think I can see. Yeah. What's next? this one, the dark purple symbol. It's a little bit lighter brown. Some I'm very behind on watching YouTube because my husband is home. He's not. I kind of just let him decide what we are watching. So, and YouTube cross-stitching videos, they're not his preferred videos to watch. So I'm really, really behind. I haven't been watching much of the flash tube videos and stitching videos and anything, so yeah. But I'll catch up. Tomorrow he's going to a doctor. So I can watch videos there. You know, it's not like he's saying you cannot watch it. I just know that it's not his cup of tea. I just think at the moment he's not feeling good, so he decides. So the giveaway for June did put a new winner, and she did contact me. So I'm shipping the pink nose kitty out tomorrow to United States. Was it Pennsylvania? Maybe. She was very happy. So I'm happy. It's wonderful to kind of be able to give it to somebody who's really looking forward to stitching it. Yeah. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful, this cross stitch. I love the colors and the patterns. So tomorrow is my Christmas stitching day. In July, I'm stitching every Monday on my McQueen cars. So that is what I'll be stitching on tomorrow. Tuesday is the stitch and chat, and I'm going to stitch on pink cupcake, and I'll be stitching on that Wednesday as well. And then I'm trying to see. I cannot see it. What project it is Sunday? Thursday. Can't remember. I have made a board on my board. I did write the rotation, but now I have also added how many stitches there are left until the next 1,000. So that's kind of a motivation. Last week I did. I decided on 500 stitches until I could swap it out. It was just too little, so I need 1,000. Just because then there's also kind of a goal in it. So it's not fun if you swap them out all the time. nice to have a certain amount of stitches in before you swap them out. 500 just seemed like too little. 1,000 it is. I think Cupcake is an easy one to stitch. A lot of areas the same color, but there's at the same time a lot of colors, so it's not like it's too simple. It's just about the right amount of simplicity and a little more than that. That's good. I like it. It's going to be pretty. Oh, that's just annoying. Did not put that in the hole. Yeah. For a minute I thought there was only 2 strands, but there are 3. So. Better. I think it's going to be rain the next couple of days. So I don't know if I can go on a longer walk with Albert. But if not, I will go for a run at least, and smaller walks with him. So very interesting thing on TV, Danish show. You're kind of following a guy that has a very big garden and he knows a lot about gardening. And he had invited a couple of ladies who knew a lot about dyeing with nature, leaves and flowers. And most of it would actually take weed. I hope it's called weed. It sounds a little bit wrong in my ear right now, but yeah, the thing you take away if you have a neat garden, take away the weed. I hope it's called weed, yeah. But they kind of plucked a lot and cut them a little bit up. All kinds of green. I think it was, no, I don't know the names in English, but it was something everybody kind of have either in their garden or in a field or something, growing everywhere, green leaves, plants, and they cut them up in smaller pieces and put them in a big pot, and they boiled it for an hour. They put something in called alun, ALUN. They added that, and then they took up, after an hour, that they removed all the leaves and stuff, and there you had that yellow greenish water. And then you can put in your a fabric, whatever. It has to be natural fibers like wool or cotton. And you let it a little bit boil for around an hour. And then when you take it up, it's yellow, kind of mustardy yellow color. It's so beautiful. And the only thing you have to buy is that alloon thing. The rest you can go and take from the nature. I would love to try that. I just need another pot, a big one, to boil it in. And I only have smaller ones, and I don't think you're supposed to use them in the cooking afterwards. So, see if we can get some. Maybe find an old one in a secondhand store or something you can use. It could be fun to try. I also have the dye powder that I got from Timo that I want to try, and I think using a loom with that also could be good with Ada fabric, so that the color stays and don't wash off. Right, need another something there. That was this one, I think. Right. Very interesting show. I don't have a garden myself. I have terrace only. Sometimes I wish I had a garden. I just planted some lavender flowers today. Love lavender. They smell so good. Wow. This is why. Why can't I get it in there? What's going on here? I think I'm going to break my needle. I don't know what's going on. They say there's something calming the nerve system when you're gardening. The way you are in touch with the natural things, the dirt, ground. I think there's something about that. I can feel I get more calm when I am doing something, planting stuff, or back when I had a house with a garden, it was just at that point a little bit too much with it was a very big garden. And since I was hiking a lot, didn't feel I had the time to keep the garden neat, so decided that I probably best that if I didn't have such a big garden. Now I have none other than plant boxes. I can't remember the name. I'm tired now. I have a nice area on the terrace for me to stitch. We have put up some see, I can't remember that either. What's that called? I think shade for the sun. Something a little bit like a pavilion, maybe. So if it's raining a little bit, I can still sit under it and keep dry and sit and stitch. Enjoy the sound of the rain and kind of the roof. It's just fabric. It's not roof, but get the feeling of sitting in a tent, kind of. Very nice. I feel that I'm sitting completely wrong. Maybe that. Oh, my back. Just a minute. Oh yeah, I also watching a new series, Danish series. It's about a husband and wife. They are both archaeologists. Is that the word? Digging the ground for old stuff. And he is a successful kind of manager in a big museum, sponsored with a lot of money, and they get all the good stuff and big exhibitions, and yeah, she works for a small local museum, and there's always been kind of it's always been like he was the guy, he was the boss, he was the one that brought home all the money, and I think he felt that her job was kind of just a little hobby. That's cute. You have your little hobby. And where he was doing all the serious stuff. He is one of my favorite actors in Denmark. And I don't like to see him in that role, in that part, because he's not a nice guy. But anyway, she, by coincidence, discovers a buried skeleton, quite local, around where they live, and they found out that the skeleton is buried with a big sword, and they found out that it's a very important sword. It's made by someone, but it means that it's a very, very, very old one. We're talking very old. So she doesn't. They're kind of obligated, that little museum, to tell the big museum where her husband is manager, boss. But she kind of stalled that because she don't want to give it to him because she feels it's their find. So she don't tell him. She doesn't tell him about that. So they end up finding more, and it completely blows up because this is a very, very important find. So naturally, when the husband finds out, he's completely angry. He actually gets so angry, so he gets himself a heart attack or anxiety. You know, the show stops there, so I don't know exactly what. But I've seen something from the next episode, and he lives, so maybe it was an anxiety attack or stress attack or something. But he's completely shocked. that she has kept that hidden from him. So now there's kind of a fight, I think, going on with that little museum, the big museum, and the husband and wife. Along the way, you kind of get the feeling that something is not completely right between the two. There's something else, and they have been married for many, many years. You get a feeling that there has been something. Something has been between them for all those years. So, yeah, kind of a drama series. There's some well-known Danish actors in it. I like it. They only show it once a week, so it's a long wait for the next episode. But it's fine. Look forward to it. I actually dug up something not far from where I live that was dated back to the Vikings. I actually found a village, or part of a village, Viking village. It dated to the Viking time. So that's very exciting. It was supposed to be building houses there, but they had to postpone that for a year because they wanted to find out what it was. So they found several things. Of course, the house, the village, you couldn't dig that up, but kind of, I don't know what they're doing, but they probably documented it and then left it, I guess. I did find some artifacts, and there was one day we couldn't make it, unfortunately, but they did have invited the people around here to come and visit them and see the area and see what they have found. Some of the things they found. It's very interesting. I think they're done now. So next year they probably can start building those houses. Hopefully we get our supermarket. We have been promised a supermarket ever since we moved out here. We moved in the 23rd of December 2023. And back then we were told that the supermarket, very close to where we live, will be ready to open in the fall 24. Last summer they announced it's going to be 25. And here in 25, they say they don't know when they will open it. It will come, but they don't know when. So we kind of, everybody just lost hope that it will ever come. So we'll see. It could be so lovely. You could just, walk 2 minutes and then you're in a big supermarket. Of course, it's going to be, there's also going to be a little noise maybe from a supermarket, but yes, I don't mind. There's another supermarket that's not far from here, but it's a very expensive one, so I don't shop there more than just, a little milk or whatever. I don't do my main shopping there. Too expensive. For, I don't know, hundreds of years maybe, it has been the only supermarket, grocery store in this part of city. Hasn't been anything else. Only been that. So there's a lot of old folks living out here. They're very against that there should come a new and more modern supermarket. I understand. It's not, change isn't always easy, and because they have so high prices in that store, it's going to be, I think they're going to have a tough time, because everything is more expensive now than it has been. The prices for ever since, I think, COVID, it's just gone up prices. So, but I think the last year there are some of the supermarkets that has lowered the price a little bit, but not that one. They just prices crazy. So I think they're in for big competition if they don't change. Oh, my nose is completely blocked. I don't know. I don't think it's allergy this time, but I don't know. Oh, I think we get a lot done today, huh? Here my husband is watching some comedy. A Danish comedian. He's so funny. I think we've seen the show twice. We laugh just as much every time. So funny. He's got Jacob Trane. Do you like stand-up comedy? I really do. I really do. We have some very talented Danish stand-up comedians, but I don't know. I think maybe Danish humor is not always easy to understand to others, and the same goes American humor. It's not always everybody that. And English also. English can be very sarcastic, kind of. I love it. I love it. I mean, I really love it. But I don't think everybody does. some of the best comedian is absolutely British and okay, does not an American, absolutely. So we have this. We do need this little piece. Yeah. I would like to get this area done. Sometimes there's just people that's naturally funny. They're not even trying to be funny. And those are the most funny guys, people, when they're not really trying to be. They just are kind of born funny. Comes so natural to them. What's that? My nail. It's really shaking the camera. I think I need to do something about that foot. Camera foot. Phone holder foot. I don't think it normally shakes that much. It really shakes. Don't know. It's the whole. Maybe it's actually the table. I saw some other kind of foot that it's actually not a foot. It's a clamp system, the boom arm. So it kind of it doesn't take up room with the foot on the table. So I think that could be good. Yeah, I was thinking about actually planning on buying a new microphone, but I think, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And maybe get myself another system for holding the phone more still. But I also always just manage what I have, and it's so old table. It's not very steady, so I think that's part of the reason is It's wonky. So of course, if that is kind of shaking a little bit the table, then the rest is also shaking. I get tangled up in my own finger all the time. Annoying. Oh, last stitch with that color, I think. Yeah. So let me pack that down here, I think. Yes. Last color, this one. That is the circle symbol. I think the shading is looking very good. Nice. A little bit funny. I decided after I recorded the video yesterday, Stitch and Chat on the World Travel shelf. It's actually when I was done and I shut the camera off and I went to shut off the stronger light that I have on right now, that I discovered it hasn't been on. So I am amazed that I was able to see those tiny stitches without that light. I have only one light on, and that's not the strongest light, so I have no idea how I was able to see anything. Today it is on. These stitches are very easy to see compared to Word Travel Bookshelf that is on 25 count. I wonder if the wonkiness is because of this. Yeah, it is. I figured it out. If it's helping or not, I'm not sure. It is standing on something that is kind of holding my frame up. Hard to explain. I actually think it helps. Typical if I discovers it now, where I'm almost done. I hate it. I stitch not completely in the correct hole. A bit better. Very interested in seeing what they're going to do if the infection number has not gone down. But I think they did go down. But let's see. I think because my husband hasn't had any fever for almost a week, I think the infection must have gone down a little bit now. But if it's enough, I don't know. And the new things that has started. I'm not sure if they will try another kind of antibiotics. But I just think, as far as I could understand, this that he is on is the strongest kind of they have. But, maybe they can add some more. Make him a little cocktail. I don't know. I'm also going to see the doctor soon. I haven't got an appointment yet, but I'm going to call and get one because I want to start up medication very soon for bipolar, because last winter was very, very tough on me. So I don't want another winter like that. And I have tried light therapy and all the stuff they recommend, but it's not really a winter depression I'm going through. It's something else. So light doesn't work. And then I need to be more mindful about how I eat and that I get enough exercise, because I get more exercise in the summertime, and that is kind of what really helps. But in the wintertime, I'm not very fond of being outside when it's just cold and wet and windy and cold. Nah, it doesn't really appeal to me that much, going outside. much rather sit indoor and stitch. That was the last one of that. And I cannot park it anywhere, I think. Yeah, way down here, but I don't want to do that, so I think I'll just end the thread. Somewhere. Just somewhere. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so that was kind of it. That was what we got done today. I would say that I think around between 200 and 300 stitches today. I think so. Maybe a little bit more even because I also got a lot done up here. But in the video, I think between 200 and 300. Did I miss a stitch? What? I did. Oh man. Can I do it? I need to get that done. So let me just get that done. Can't have that hanging. I'm threading the needle. Yeah. Hey, annoying. Oh, that's better. All right. I think that's it. So, yeah, this part of the mushroom is pretty much done. So next time, I don't know if I want to complete up here. It's difficult to stitch that close to the frame. But if not, I'm going down. There's going to be, as you can see here, some blue here that is kind of below the mushroom there. And then these are other mushrooms with orange on. So yeah, it's going to be so pretty. But that's for next Sunday. Yeah, that was it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And I'll speak to you again Tuesday with Stitch and Chat on the pink cupcake. So yeah, take care and happy stitching, everybody. Bye bye.